I'm Steve.
Spencer. Joel.
Robbie.
Tammy.
If someone has money to pay for their illegal drugs, then money shouldn't come out of my paycheck for them to buy them. I feel that people should be drug tested if they want to stay on welfare. Too many people are on welfare abusing the system and aren't doing anything to get off of it. Then there is so much money being taken out of my paycheck and everyone else's to pay for those people and their bad habits. If everyone gets drug tested before qualifying for welfare and doesn't receive money for their drugs, then I have no problem having taxes taken out to help people who deserve it. Some people feel that drug testing shouldn't be allowed. People feel that it will cost the same amount or possibly even more. They feel the money should just continue to go to people who want to use drugs instead of dealing with the situation. People are even saying that it is unconstitutional. Their argument is that it goes against their Fourth Amendment right. The Fourth Amendment states, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall be issued, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized." From the Thomas Reuters business. With doing the drug testing on every person that is trying to receive welfare is seizing without probable cause. People also think that if they are refused welfare, people may be more likely to start stealing or possibly even selling drugs. Most addicts will do whatever they need to get their drugs. If it wasn't for the welfare, some of these people would not be able to afford their drugs. So many people feel it will cause a rise in crime. Other people feel that it will be more harmful to the children on the welfare system. The parents won't be able to provide for their children like they were able to before. Now the reasons I feel that people should be drug tested if they want to receive welfare benefits is because I would rather pay the money to drug test rather than have my money wasted on people that do not care. At least if my hard-earned money is going to the test, then it isn't supporting someone else's bad habits. TBO has an article saying, "The law had the people trying to receive welfare pay for their own test, and whoever passed got reimbursed and the ones that failed didn't." I think that that was a great way to handle that because then the people who were doing what they shouldn't didn't get anything out of it. In response to drug testing being unconstitutional, even if there is no probable cause for each specific person, since so many people do use illegal drugs, every person getting paid from other people's paychecks should be tested. If it is acceptable for employers to drug test new applicants, then why isn't it acceptable for the government to drug test? Illicit drug use and dependence are more common among women receiving welfare than among women who do not, as Harold A. Pollock says. Applying for welfare is voluntary, just like applying for a job is voluntary, so shouldn't drug testing for something that is voluntarily be acceptable? Some people suggest only drug testing the people that they suspect using drugs. How does one just look at someone and think, hey, that person seems like they use drugs? Isn't that discrimination? That is even worse than just testing everyone, since so many people do use drugs. Now going against the argument of how it is going to affect the children shouldn't be in a household with parents using drugs in the first place. Doing these tests could actually help to get children out of these undesirable households. Also, if the parent cares enough, they wouldn't use the drugs, or at least get off of them so they can support their children the right way. All in all, I do not see anything wrong with drug testing people who want to receive welfare. Sure, it has its ups and downs, but most laws do. So many of these people that use drugs just want an excuse to continue to use them, so they will come up with whatever they can to make this law not go through. And as of right now, they are winning. The law was put into effect for Florida in July, and has already been blocked by Mary Scriven. A man named Louis LeBron refused to take the drug test, so he teamed up with ACLU to file the lawsuit against it as described by Tim Mock. If I needed help from the government because I couldn't afford my bills, I wouldn't have a problem doing a drug test to reassure the people that their money isn't being wasted. Unless someone has something to hide, then I don't understand why anyone would have a problem with it. I feel like passing this law could help so many more people that are more deserving of the help and even end up helping the children in these unfortunate situations.